Oh, I didn't explode, did I?
Nope. Sorry. I was texting,
Okay.
seeing if somebody wants to join.
I'm in a wrestling Twitter war with some wrestling fans. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a wrestling
Fighting
guy
people
next week, right?
like Twitter fighting people.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm trying.
So how many people's elbows have you landed?
Hashtag
Verbal people's elbows.
Not yet.
I think that's.
Nothing yet. I haven't.
the people's
Let me
hashtag.
tell you.
I haven't dropped.
Let me tell you all the pro wrestling moves that I know. People's elbow. What's Goldberg's thing? Is it just called like spear?
Oh, the spear,
move?
yeah.
And then the frog splash. And I think that's about it.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh, there you go. See, but those are the only ones I know off the top of my head. There you go. If somebody starts naming them, then I'll start ringing a bell. But I don't know them off the top of my head.
Ric Flair's famous figure 4.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Jay, are you up to date with current wrestling, or is it just the classic stuff?
No, I'm just old school WWF.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
All right. I won't bring up T-Bar, Slapjack, and Mace tonight.
Thank you. Because I could try. I could probably play a good part of knowing, but
You probably could. Yeah, you probably could. All right. If you're looking at chat, Jay, we're down in the Rich Dickman Show live show chat.
yeah, I get distracted, so I do my best to stay out of chatting. Otherwise, I lose focus.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'm not a two things at
Yeah,
once kind of
Svensson,
guy.
move your ass into the right channel. Jesus, Svensson. God damn, you should be a pro at this now. I love you, Svensson, by the way. You're a good guy. You're a good friend. All right. Jay, we'll get going. All right. I got the intro song we play, and then I'll say hi, and Ray will say hi, and then we'll say hi, and we'll have some fun.
Perfect.
That's it. Professional podcasting. All right. You got anything we need to know before we start?
I'm good.
All right.
I might have to poop at some
Ray,
point.
you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give us a
Ready,
heads up
steady.
and take something with you so we can listen.
I will. I'll take my phone.
All right. Perfect. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing the game and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed. Shamed, he disappeared. By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray, Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer News Babe, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 126 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host. I am Rem, back at you once again. Back here behind the microphone, behind the sticks, as we say in the business, Ray. That's how how us professional podcasters say, behind the sticks. Actually, probably not. Ray, my man over there in beautiful Palm Springs, California, I hope you have a better setup and no echo tonight because you drive me crazy with it. But how are you, buddy?
I'm good. But I have a question. What sticks are these? Where are the sticks? Like hockey sticks? Chopsticks? Toothsticks?
Thanks. God, it's supposed to be rock and roll, Ray, because we're doing rock and roll tonight. We got a guest with us who's total rock and roll. We're going to learn about rock and roll music and beards and tattoos and all sorts of stuff.
Bob Seger.
It is Mr. Jay Maynard.
Crap.
Oh, come on, Ray. God damn it. I mean, really. Jay Maynard from the NFHC
Hey, what's up,
Consumption
Jay?
Podcast. Jay, how are you, buddy?
It's tummy sticks. Those are the sticks he's talking about.
Oh, tummy sticks.
Tummy sticks. Yes.
Who wants to play tummy sticks?
Yeah.
What's happening,
So-
everybody?
Ray, thank you for coming, Jay. This is great. I'm super excited
Absolutely.
to finally have you on the show and talk to you. Yeah. See, I try. See, I'm not an asshole like the other guys that you podcast with, and like they wanted to exclude me from being friends. Just be friends with Huel.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that with you. I tried, but I didn't. No. But Ray, what you should know, Ray, is that in an alternate universe, in another timeline, it would have been Jay in your chair, right? Signing the contracts with Rich Dickman and getting paid for
Probably.
bumpers. Like that almost happened.
You guys get paid?
Yep. Because
Jesus.
Lots.
well, Ray does.
Lots.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Yeah, it's some shady contract shit we do. Like Randy got involved with it, and lawyers and all sorts of stuff. It's corporate podcasting, Jay. I don't know what you guys do over there in your amateur hour, but this is professional. We sign contracts.
Okay.
We have paychecks. Yeah.
Benefits.
You guys
Healthcare.
got HR, all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and when we go too far, lawyers get involved and have to like scrub the show.
Gotcha.
It's fun.
Well, and we do make
Yeah, that sounds like too much work.
Well, it's worth it though. We make a fair wage, which is why I'm able to afford to live in Palm Springs. Just recently moved
Okay.
here, as you can tell by the scenic view behind me. But
You're catching some rays, huh?
yes, Ray's catching some rays. Ray's catching some rays. So yeah, it's living the life over here, the podcasting dream.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's paying with that. Podcasting from your vacation, just getting some work on that base code of yours, huh?
Yeah, I need it. I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't get
sun.
vacations.
That's the one downside.
Yeah. Can't just load up and
so
move shop.
Ray, just boom, right in the RV. See, the night after Huel left, Ray, I was on Not for Human Consumption podcast for the first time, and Jay was there in place of Dylan because Dylan was absent, and Jay was offered up to me, to be my co-host, and I said I'd think
trying to
about it,
pawn
and
him
then you
off.
got involved, and yeah, and so it was almost Jay, almost. But
Yeah, it
finally,
was.
a year and a half later, we're back. We got you on the Rich Dickman show, buddy. So
Come full
Jay,
circle.
let's get into you, my man.
Get in me.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just out here waiting for this temperature to cool down, and
Yeah.
that's about it. It's awful out here.
What are the
Awful.
highs? What are the highs? in
Right
Arizona?
now, I think today was like 104, 107, somewhere around there. So we caught a nice bump of cool weather a couple weeks ago, and everybody's like, "Yay!" I'm like, "Come on, how long have you lived here? This is gonna last for 2 seconds."
Yeah.
So just out here sweating it out. So good
So,
old Arizona for you.
I want to ask you about Arizona because I don't know much about Arizona. I've never been there, and I've never looked up. Ray, what do you do? Randy, what's going on? Don't distract me, God. I know you guys. You guys talk about the areas you're in, but I've never Google mapped it. So, like, what part of Arizona are you in? Are you southern, middle, northern?
I am. I mean, it's kind of smack dab in the middle. Phoenix is pretty much centralized. They all the other guys live about in the same area, and I'm kind of far west, near, if you know where Wickenburg, anything like that. It's basically I'm the closest to California out of the entire group, basically. So
Okay.
I live far out.
Right.
Surprise,
So-
Arizona. Surprise, it's far as fuck.
Surprise, motherfucker. My son is like really into weather, right? So we were watching a bunch of weather shit on YouTube, and one of the things we were watching was the snow almanac for 2020, 2021, and it's going area by area how much snow the almanac expects. All right, so up in my area, we're expected like at least 45 or 50 inches of snow or whatever bullshit it is up here. But I was surprised to see that like a good maybe quarter of Arizona was expecting snowfall. Do you get snow in Arizona?
Yeah.
Have you seen snow?
Surprisingly,
Yeah, okay.
Arizona has everybody, when they think of Arizona, they think Phoenix and like just the dirt desert. But up north,
Yeah.
I mean, you can go when it starts cooling down. You can go like an hour north and be in snow. It's
Really?
we've got all different types of environments out here. We got desert, we've got forest, and we got snow. I mean, we got everything out here. That's one of the reasons people like Arizona, because all the climates we have. And you just have to jump an hour, 2 hours out of the way, and you're somewhere else completely different than where you just were. So it's kind of nice.
You're like real life Minecraft.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I've never played Minecraft, so I don't get the reference, but I mean, I'm sure it makes sense.
Just say yeah. It's
just go with it.
Yeah, I will.
I can
go with it.
I can
I'm a yes
confirm
man.
because one time I was down in Arizona as a youngster for a Bible quizzing event. Don't ask. But we were down there, and I woke up one morning. It was snowing. I was like, "This is interesting." I thought Arizona was a desert, and that was it. So it was definitely a big surprise. But yeah, I've seen snow down there, which is pretty interesting.
It's actually snowed in Phoenix.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Whether
mean, like, when you say it snowed, like, how much did you get? Like,
well,
like a dust thing?
it settled, but it pretty much melted right away. It didn't like sit and stay for a while. We've had like flurries where just out of nowhere, boom, it just drops some snow. Nothing, like I said, nothing crazy. You're not building snowmen or anything. You can sometimes the hail you get out here, you can build hail snowmen. I guess those would be hailmen.
Like little tiny hails right on top of one another.
You just
Like
stack
miniature.
the pellets on. Yeah. You're just out there while you're getting pelted, looking for the
That's
right
right.
pieces.
Did you do those? You play with those miniature snowmen with your Polly Pocket set that I see in the background behind you? No.
Yeah. Yep. That's my favorite set. That thing's worth quite a bit. I've been working on that for quite some time.
Yes.
It's not my daughter's, I
Love it.
promise.
Thank you for showing us. You know,
Yeah.
my dream since I started podcasting back in 2012. All right, I've been doing this for a long time, Ray. I don't know if you knew that. Actually, more like 2013. Like when Fit and I would sit and talk about our dreams of just podcasting the rest of our lives. It was to get an RV, right, and take an RV and just drive around the United States of America and podcast from the RV. So, Ray, what I'm saying is that we need to just go to Arizona and hang out in Arizona. I think that'd be fun. I think we should do that. Yeah.
I think
Jay, if
that's
I
not
come to
that bad for
Arizona to
me.
visit, like, who can I stay with? Yeah, you're right down the street.
Probably a hotel. I mean, maybe Dylan. I don't know. I don't know if Matt has the room. You could stay with Dave, but he's an awful person to be around. So I don't know how long you can take that for.
I imagine he is.
He's the grumpiest
God
old
damn.
man.
Like,
Yeah. Wears socks
does he just wake
outside
up in the
shit.
morning
It's
and start
terrible.
bugging you guys like, "Hey, be mean to me. I need to feel better
I
about
wanna-
myself"?
I want to put a hidden video camera in his room just to watch him wake up and just know that his face is. He probably wakes up and he's just like, another day. He just seems like the worst person to be around in the morning. I love him. I love doing the show with him, but I'd love to see what he's like first thing in the morning because he's awful at night.
Yeah.
He hates everything at night.
Just sleep
So I
over
would
his house next
imagine
week.
when
I
you
mean, I know
have to wake up, everybody's kind of grumpy when they wake up, but he's got to be on a different level. Absolutely different level.
So you're not doing the show tomorrow, right? You're going away.
No, we're doing the show.
Oh, you're on. Okay, I thought you were taking a week off. I'm sorry.
No, we're doing the show. I mean, we got
Okay.
back in the studio last week. So we're back in. We have a special guest tomorrow night for his birthday. We've got Mark and Dea back, old drunken Dea. So that's going to be by Rem's face. He's going to be excited about that one. Yeah, it's going to be
fun.
good. So yeah, we're going to enjoy it. No, I think I had talked last week about that I was going out of town for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
so
maybe
I
I
was
get
supposed to
confused.
go to
I
Tucson.
listen. I listen to you guys every week. I pay attention to what's going on in
I
your
was gonna
lives and
say,
stuff. You know, like
I barely listen.
a little more than I
Hey,
should.
so I got a question then, Jay. So if you're going out of town, what are you doing? And here's why I'm asking: is this day and age, I've done a fair amount of booking hotels lately because I work in construction. You know, we go where the jobs are, right? So so sometimes we have jobs that are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So we had this job that's like northeast corner of California, out in the boonies, trying to book a hotel. They're all booked. Like everyone's trying to get out of the cities. Like this is in Alturas. Like if you've ever seen where Alturas is, it's just way the fuck out there. There's nothing there. It's just woods and mountains.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah. So the point is that it like, what are the odds of there not being a single hotel room within 2 to 3 hours of that place, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like shit's sold out when you're going out those directions. Same thing with like people just going camping grounds. Are you trying to do the thing where you're getting out of the cities, or are you like
No.
trying to take advantage of going into the cities and doing stuff?
No. My daughter was going to do. She plays softball. She had a softball tournament up in Tucson. So
okay.
that's it. Yeah, it wasn't vacation. It was I was going up there, but she's not feeling well. So she is not playing. So now I don't have to drive all the way up to Tucson and stay in that god awful town. It's an absolutely awful
nice.
place.
Is it really?
So it's terrible. It's
Oh.
absolutely awful.
Why?
It's gross.
What's so bad?
Everything. For one, it's a very easy access point to bring in meth and heroin from Mexico. So you can imagine the caliber of people around there. Shitty college kids. And
Yep.
I mean, it's boonies. There's just boonies out there. So you have a certain caliber of people as well. And the skies are always, as you drive into Tucson, you kind of come up and you just see this like apocalyptic smog just resting over the entire city, and it's just a gross place. There's one good thing about that place.
Like
and
San Francisco.
it's a sandwich place called E.G.'s, and it's not even sandwiches. Sandwiches are garbage. They make these slushies. They make these lemon slushies
That's so funny.
that are absolutely phenomenal. They make lemon or strawberry, and that's it. And they're I was looking forward to that because I wasn't even going to be able to hang out with my kid because her entire team was staying at a hotel together, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go up there and chill in a hotel room by myself, which is fine. Probably would have brought my PlayStation or something, just hooked up and played games while I was waiting in my room. But it's like it's just going to be an awful time. So I'm just going to sit there and drown myself in slushies.
Are there other parents that go to that?
Yeah, so they're allowed with of the times in a pandemic. It's one parent per player that's allowed to go.
Now, it's a women's softball team or like all girls? I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's league.
So
are
are there more like softball moms or whatever that go that you could at least hang out with?
No, they're. I'm probably the youngest one out there.
Oh, really?
I'm 41, so it's not.
Oh. What?
Yeah, it's
What
not,
is this? What kind of alternate universe do you live in?
a terrible one.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Ray, I'm almost 40, dick.
Getting up there. Yeah, no, there's no, and it's. I mean, if messing around with softball moms, it's like you don't shit where you work. You know what I mean, or shit where you eat, whichever phrase you want to use. It's like if you start picking off the softball moms, it's just going to be uncomfortable games. You're just going to be sitting there, and it's like they're making eye contact. And, it's just not. I mean, that's just not good. It's not
The
good.
bleachers are
I
spacious.
thought it was big.
Not allowed to sit in bleachers.
Yeah.
They shut down the
Jesus
bleachers, so
Christ.
everybody has to sit in their own little zones in like their folding chairs.
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
god!
Yeah,
Oh, it's like a
So,
Joe Biden
masks
rally. It's
everywhere.
great.
yeah. People sniffing each other.
Yeah, Jay, with your glorious beard that you have adorning your face, what kind of mask are you able to wear? Do you have to put a bandana over that thing, or do you have a specially designed surgical mask? Or
No, I
you just use
found
the
one.
hair to
No,
mask?
yeah, right. I just throw it up over the face.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I got one at actually found it at a softball store. I was getting my daughter some new cleats, and they had masks, and they had an extra large one, so it covers like this much area. So because it has to be loose, otherwise it's just it's suffocating with the hair. Fine by itself,
Yeah.
but with all the hair, if it's too tight, it's just mashing my mustache into my mouth. That's not fun. Now I know how girls
How long
feel.
you been growing that thing?
8 years.
Nice.
8 years. Yeah, 9 years.
Wow.
Something like that.
What
So,
prompted it?
laziness? Strictly laziness. Like I don't know. I couldn't fathom the
Just like
amount of
Randy.
money I was spending on razors. It was just getting way out of. I'm like, this is.
Mhm.
They were just going up and up, and then when they started locking up razors, and you had to track somebody down just to get a good razor for your
Yeah.
face, I'm like, this is
Unbelievable.
absolutely insane. Like,
Mhm.
no, I give up.
Yeah. was like $30 for a 4-pack. Plus, you had it's the inconvenience
insane.
factor. I get it.
It's
terrible.
insane. Yeah,
See,
insane.
I've started growing like a chin beard just to highlight my lack of my chin because we know I don't have much of a chin, so
you're
it kind of
basically
looks like I
growing a
have
chin?
sort of a chin now.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
it kind of. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's up to debate right now if I even have a chin. So nobody knows if it's there.
nobody knows, and they'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you eat like watermelon and stuff, like how do you have to clean, do you have to like wash up like right after? Do you get
No,
Is it tough to maintain? Is what I'm asking.
In the beginning, like wings,
Okay.
things like that, I'd always have like stacks of napkins and clean my face. But now I don't give a shit. I'll have food stuck in there. I'll be out to
Yeah.
dinner with my kid, and she's
Snack
like,
for
"Dad,"
later.
she's like pointing to my face. I'm like, you do it too much, then you just give up. You're like, oh well, I'll find a chip in there later or something, or who knows. I've had food in there for hours.
It's Jay, it's interesting you brought that up, that you don't give a shit anymore, right? And
Mhm.
I'm asking, I don't even know if this is a question or not, because you're 41, I'm going to be 40 in November, right? And I'm
Okay.
at a point now where I don't give a shit either. Like I just don't really care about certain things that I
Mhm.
used to care about.
Yeah.
Appearance being one of them. Like, I mean, I still want to look nice, but like if something is lacking, it's fine. It's like, all right, I'm not out to impress anybody. I got my shit going on. Did that come with age when you just decided, hey, I might have a chicken wing bone in my beard. I don't give a shit.
You know, I couldn't pinpoint it to age. I haven't given a fuck in quite a while about anything much really. But I mean, I don't know, maybe it is. I know of the times and everything. I stopped wearing underwear. Like I'm slowly just stopping things that seem completely unnecessary. And I never did before. And I'm like, I don't see the point in wearing them. That's just less laundry for me to do.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I mean, you're not getting any chafing on your jeans or anything?
no, I have a desk job. I sit all day long.
No, okay.
That's all I do. And I come home and I
Yeah.
sit. I can't go anywhere. Can't go out. So, I'm working at the bare minimum. I stopped cutting my hair, stopped cutting my beard years ago. Just kind of gave up altogether. So
You spend the time doing the things you want. So that's how everyone should live their life is don't spend a bunch of time on the things you don't want to do.
And the things
Breeze
I
through
want-
those or skip them. So you spend
Yeah.
more time doing what you like.
and the things I want to do are nothing. So it's really easy.
That's double whammy there.
Yeah.
You love not doing things and then you do not cut your beard. Like
Yeah.
twice the
That
fun.
was, that was like the launch pad. Stopped everything. I don't know the last time I
Love
wore
it.
an actual pair of
It's-
shoes outside of dress shoes for work. I've been living in flip flops, gym shorts, and tank tops.
It's like Ray goes to work in flip flops.
Mhm.
I've seen
I-
pictures of Ray with his cowboy
wish.
hat. Like Ray works for a company. They make him wear like cowboy belt buckles and cowboy hats
Mhm.
and bolo ties. It was the weirdest shit, Jay. I don't understand why, but that's
They
how he
make
has to
him?
go to work. And
I
he
don't
wears
think they
flip
make
flops.
him.
California.
Yeah,
Do they make you?
I
is that
don't
a-
know. It's his
that
company.
a
He works in
choice?
construction.
It's in the code of
I would-
conduct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He is.
I don't know if you know, Jay. You probably don't know this because I don't assume anybody listens to our show. But we have a drinking game,
Okay.
much like NFHC, but not as intense. Is that every time Ray mentions or I mention that Ray works in construction, Randy, my executive producer down there, has to take a drink.
Okay.
So that's why we laugh.
And so it's only him that,
You ever work
that's
in
drinking?
construction, Jay?
Have I ever-
or
no,
anyone
we're
that's
all
listening,
drinking,
but yeah.
but he's got to do extra.
Have I
shots.
ever worked construction? I've done construction jobs, but never had an actual construction job. I've done remodeling and painting and building and stuff, but not as an actual
Mhm.
career. So
Right.
Hmm.
Okay,
I
so
don't
speaking of careers, all right, and I can edit this part out if you want me to, but you kind of mentioned it on your show a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
Did you do something in marijuana cultivation?
I did. Yeah, you don't have to edit it out
did-
or anything.
Okay.
It's legal out here. Yeah, I ran a cultivation center for like 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did that entail? Like I heard you say that. I'm like, oh God, I really have a bunch of questions I want to ask him now.
I was
So
shit, man.
you ran a
It was
cultivation center.
It was growing pot.
Yeah.
Just growing pot, cutting down
So,
pot, harvesting
Like in a
pot.
greenhouse, like
Indoor. It was
for a company.
it was a company out in Arizona called Bloom, Infinite Bloom. One of the bigger ones out in
Mhm.
Arizona. So they were on the ground floor of when the medical marijuana movement started. They were really on the ground floor of it. So they managed to scoop up several licenses. They did like a lottery. When it all started out here, there was a lottery to be able to get licenses for growing, for dispensaries, things like that. At the time, they didn't have production, which is where you make your concentrates, extracts, all that. But so they did this lottery. It's basically based on money. If you had the money to put in, you were in this lottery. So it was a group of very well-off people put their money in.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, and they got a bunch of people got these licenses. Some got several. So there was companies out there that were taking the licenses, holding on to them. And then as people were able to, and they were able to get the zoning, these companies would actually sell their licenses to them or maintain the license, and the other companies would piggyback off of it. So these major companies would still have a piece of what these people were producing. So it's crazy.
Wow.
It's not pot the way you think it should be. But it's the way it is.
Was it,
it's a
was
business.
it very automated? Like you got robots doing a fair amount of the work?
Manual, 100% manual.
Oh, okay.
There are machines that you can use for a certain caliber of flour. Good. If you got really good flour, they call boutique. That's all hand. You want to hand trim that. You take very good care of it. It's the potency is very high. The flavor, the smell of it's what people really like. If you have your lower tier flour, then there's automated machines, bud trimmers that you can run them through a little hopper, jump into a wheel with some blades. It'll trim them up real fast, because that's, a lot of people just do basic flour. And if you don't have enough people to sit there and hand trim at a speed that you need to do it, you can just run them through this machine, and you can do pounds, several pounds a day. So,
I've got another question.
What's an example of?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Low tier flour and high tier flour. What would be an example of a low tier or a high tier?
So if there's popular strains which kind of become the lower tier, not necessarily that they're worse, but they're not as in high demand. Just basic strains. Sorry if you guys, my dog's going crazy.
No, it's fine. The animal lovers love it.
Yeah. He probably knows what's going on my TV, and he thinks they're real dogs.
Yeah.
So, for example, Blue Dream was a very popular strain, but it's very cheap because everybody was growing it. Everybody was smoking it. When you get into the higher tier, you're growing in small batches, and either your dispensaries are the ones keeping them, or very few companies have them, or they're strains that people are scared to grow because they're difficult, they're finicky, they stress easy. There's a million different reasons why you would label it boutique, and a million reasons why it would be a lower tier. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. And test wise, when you grow a crop, you take a few choice buds and you send them off for testing, and you wait. You do several different strains, just a few little samples, send it out, get it tested, and you find out, okay, these are the qualities of this. This is the percentage of THC in it, percentage of CBD, CBN, CBA, all the different qualities that are in the flour, and then you can base it upon that, because you have to label them basically like the nutrition information that you get on food. You got to do that on medical marijuana now on the packaging. So you put that on there, and it'll tell you everything about the plant. Some places will do its family genome and where it came, where it came from, and if it's crossed, if it's a pure strain, it's crazy. It's a whole different world now.
Well, so getting into I'm curious about edibles, because those aren't, you're talking about the flour, right? So
correct.
When they get into the extractings for edibles, do they use leftovers of those? Because all they say on those, right, is something like the ratio. They don't tell you oh, this has this in it or that in it, right? So do they just use a basic and chop?
So what they do, so when it comes to edibles, extracts, things like that, you can use the byproduct, you can use the leaves, you can use the lower flour, which they call larf, which is just very small, like popcorny, real tiny. It doesn't have what they call bag appeal. So when you buy it, you don't want a bag that's got all these little tiny nuggets in there. You want big fat buds, you know. So they'll set those aside with trim, and they'll extract that, and you can actually strip it completely of any flavor. And then basically you add that to your edibles, measure it out, and then the flavor comes from whatever fruit or chocolate or whatever you're putting in there.
That sounds like when Taco Bell says 100% beef.
Yes.
But you look at it and you're like, well, this doesn't look like meat.
Yeah.
But it gets the job done.
Ben Edwards beef was pasty.
Yeah. But after I ate it, I'm full. So,
yeah,
you know,
did the trick. Yeah. It's really at the end of the day. I mean, most people are like, I just want to get stoned. And then some people are like, you know, they will only smoke certain kinds or only certain edibles or only certain concentrate. But now what they're doing is they're stripping out the flavor profiles. They're called terpenes, and they can actually extract the flavor profiles from these plants. And when those are stripped out and they break down their distillates and their concentrates, you get a pure, clear form that has literally no flavor to it other than just your standard marijuana flavor. And they can reintroduce a higher concentrate of these terpenes to bring out the flavor profile.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of science. Holy
there
shit.
Because some people will use, there's synthetic terpenes, synthetic flavors that you can put in there. But there's people out there that are literally stripping out the actual flavor from these plants and reintroducing them. Basically you could take whatever strain you want, like something that people don't like the taste or smell of, strip it down, toss that scent, flavor, whatever, and be like, oh, I'm going to take this strawberry kush and reintroduce it to this, platinum OG or whatever. You know what I mean? Just it's a crazy, crazy world that marijuana is living in.
Do you know how they get their names, like Platinum OG,
Spin Wheel,
Whoa See Whoa?
It's usually the grower.
Blue Dream.
No, it's usually the grower.
Okay.
So when it comes to the original strains, those maintain their names. Then when people start messing around with genetics and crossing them, all that, they will start coming up with their own names, or they will take a certain strain and they will crossbreed it with itself a certain amount of times, and introduce other strains that are similar and make this like super strain of the original, whatever the original was. So I mean, like OG Kush. There's so many different versions of OG Kush. It all depends on. It's kind of like dogs. It all depends on the breeder, you know. So it's weird, it's crazy. So much time is spent into it. I would have never, in the 5 years that I was there, I learned an amazing amount. And if I would have still been there, who knows? I would have. I could have written a book. It is insane how much I learned.
Yeah. No, you are far more interesting than Dave. So why did you leave? Why are you not still doing that?
Basic, easy answer: money. I made my way up I made my way up to a managerial position where I was dealing with state compliance and all this stuff. And I was the only one doing it, and they weren't willing to pay me more and telling me, well, you've kind of reached the peak of where you can be at this place, outside of, really being in the business. And for some reason they were kind of keeping me back. And I literally, my job at the end of my stint there was to make sure those doors were kept open, dealing with the state, making sure we were compliant, making sure everything was what it was. I was in charge of 25,000 plants. And I tracked and monitored every single one of those plants. And I needed more money. So at the time, I wasn't even looking. The job I have now just kind of fell in my lap, and now I'm making a lot more money, almost double what I was making there.
That's so nice. Trippy because my mind just tells me, and everyone's ever told me, that in the weed business, they're just making money hand over fist. So for them to be like
underneath.
I guess that's true, but they should be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. There's so much flowing through there. They should be able to make the time to be able to.
They should. You're right.
Compensate you.
So you should. Investors make lots of money. The people that have invested in these companies make a lot of money. The higher ups make a lot of money. The wholesalers make commission off their sales when they shop their product and start selling pounds, they make a commission. They make good money. The rest of the industry, if you're a bud tender, if you're this, that, or the other, unless you're like a master grower, you're not going to make money. It's literally it's like the fast food industry. It's like, you're a fry cook. Wow. You can be replaced so easy. It's not, I know there's some companies out there that pay well. They treat their employees very well. And there's some that it's like, oh, you package pre-rolls. Goodbye. We can get anybody to package pre-rolls, and that's, it's not, I don't know. So it's a weird industry. They treat you good, but at the same time, they shit all over you. So it's,
so I'm like at a point now, like I was telling Ray, I've started branching out, just feeling out what my options are, because, I've established myself as a very good manager, and, I need to see where I get more money at, maybe not necessarily, cultivating weed, but in other fields. So, I get that. You gotta take care of you and your kids and all that other stuff.
Absolutely.
Good times, man.
And when you kind of get stuck where I was at, that's why I was pushing to go somewhere else in the company. I couldn't do any more myself. I could have done the job, blindfolded. I'd go to work and it was just, I was on autopilot, and I wanted to do more. I wanted to learn all the knowledge I gained of the actual plants. I did on my own. It wasn't even part of my job. I took the time and I worked with growers because I was, like I said, I was in charge of making sure our inventory was where it was supposed to be, and the stage of the plants and all this stuff. And when it came to the growing and nutrients and things like that, I learned all that on my own because I was hoping that I could transfer over into a better position. But it didn't happen.
Yeah, whenever.
So I would love to still be in that industry.
Speaking of right, I'm sure it was fun, right?
I was a blast. I mean, I don't smoke. I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't get robbed. I don't smoke or anything, but I mean, I'm like one of the most knowledgeable people on marijuana that doesn't smoke marijuana that I know.
Sounds like Adam from Houston. Like, he's knowledgeable on all sorts of things he doesn't.
Yeah,
do.
he is.
You mentioned Tucson real well too.
You mentioned the investors are making money. Let me tell you something about investing. After last week's show, Randy gave me some investment advice. And we're all done. We finished the show, and old Rem sitting here drunk, and Randy's like, "Listen, you want to invest in this? Like, I know I got a scoop. You got to invest in this, right?" So I put like $5 in, and I've been just losing cents, like hand over fist, just cents over cents, just losing. I've lost like 10 cents, Randy, for my $5. Fucking asshole.
Better get that second mortgage together.
I was expecting to come out,
what are you out there doing penny stocks?
No, this was actually, it was a big time stock that I only put $5 into.
Oh, gotcha.
Fuck you, Randy. Don't give me investment advice.
Hey, invest in green stocks, man. I got several friends that have put money into, and at least on the ground floor, they put money into marijuana, and they're making good money. They're letting it sit in there, especially recreational, all that stuff when it comes around, like in Arizona. And everybody's starting to go either medical, a lot of recreational. So it's a good place to put your money. If you want to invest, then you need several million, like 5 million at minimum to invest in these companies right now. Yeah,
dude, those places do have a lot of money. We've actually at my work done some jobs for those places that are actually growing. Because they're popping up all over the place. Obviously someone like myself that works in construction needs to be able to help build those places. Randy's like, you son of a bitch. But we've done like a lot of work for those. And some of them, they're actually getting, why I was asking earlier, Jay, is they're getting call it robotic to an extent. I mean, it's not all automated, but they're adding a lot of that stuff apparently. I mean, we're not involved in that aspect of it, but man, it's fascinating how many of those are just popping up and just making money.
Yeah. Well, you being in construction, they build these, beds. So we used to do the trays that the plants grow in when you transfer from room to room. They're just rolling trays, right? And they hold, however many plants you decide to put on it. Most of the time, you're moving a manual from tray to tray, picking them up, putting them on carts. Everything's sterilized too, and you move them. Well, now they've got these trays that stack, and they're all automated, and they're like bunk beds basically, and they move up and down on their own. If you got to move plants, everything's moving. Feeding them has become automated. At least the company I worked for, all the nutrients were fed to them automatically on timers out of big old water coolers. They had water coolers, and then they had tanks, big water tanks buried underground. Everything running off filters through, doing reverse osmosis and filtering the crap out of everything. And it's all, when I first started, it was hand feeding them. You'd go with a jug of water to 250 plants in one room and sit there and measure every time you're dipping the water into one of the pots to water them. And it was a hassle. Now that's even becoming automated. Crazy.
So you're saying that, like, automatically feeding them and water. I've heard that if you sing to your plants, it helps. Is there any science behind that and weed and helping it grow?
I mean,
playing music or something.
I mean, I don't have all my notes from my 6th grade science fair project when I did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know that we didn't. One of our rooms, we had one of our newer grows, we had speakers everywhere, so there was always music pumping out. And I don't know if it's because it was a newer build and it was built a bit different than the other site that we had next door, but there was always music going, and those tended to be like the better plants. I mean, the music was terrible, but
what kind of music was it?
It was like poppy, like rock, like that poppy rock where the guys are singing about how they want their girl back so bad and life's terrible.
I love those songs.
Like that Sum 41 and
So
Blink 182.
No, like the newer stuff, like the guys. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you any names of them because it's what all the teeny boppers are listening to now. I don't know. I'm sorry. I sound like such an old man.
Babe, what's
damn
the
kids?
What's like a One Direction?
Yo, is your
Who
wife
else is
there?
like that?
No, like it's like rock and roll.
Let Jay look at your wife.
Jonas Brothers? How about that?
No,
Get
it's
her
like
over so Jay can see your wife.
It was
Good
like
dad.
it was like metal.
Good night.
I got you.
Yeah.
No. Don't send her away, Ray. Jay would like to see your wife.
Rem would like me to see your wife. Say
Yes.
that properly. We almost got Ray's daughter on camera yanking a tooth out.
Yeah, we're just trying.
she is.
Maybe next week I'll have another one. We have an opportunity here.
Even if it's not loose, give it a try.
Yeah, just here. There's a
good
baby. Pull his tooth out.
How many
Yeah,
teeth has that
interference
one
every
got?
night.
Ray,
He's got,
here we are.
Hello.
We're talking weed. We're talking getting drunk. Somebody else is waving to you, Ray. What's happening now? So Jay, I can continue the marijuana talk forever because it's fascinating to me, and obviously, I've never used this stuff in my life, and my friend Mike is a big proponent of legal marijuana, and he's very fascinated and interested in this conversation. But obviously, before we get to our voicemails and before we get to the Dick of the Week segment, you listen to the show every week, so we have these segments we do. So now that you're here, we'll figure that you would partake, and we'll just do a couple of these. All right, we go one by one. There are our regular weekly segments we do every week. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready, Ray? Any more distractions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
And now, it's time for that weekly segment that we like to call, What Sexual Acts Would You Perform for Money?
Is that question for me?
Sure. Why don't you answer first, and then I'll think of a new answer so that I don't just repeat what I said last week.
Okay. I mean, I've done a lot of them for free, so I don't know. I mean, I'll take any amount of money for anything. pretty
I guess
much.
what's the
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say weirdest, but along those lines. What would it take? for you to
anything
get paid?
involved with toes, it would have to be a hefty amount of money.
Okay. All right.
Anything involved with toes.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else?
That's kind of the cutoff for you.
Anything else I'd do for a high five. Toes? No. No
you
toes.
do those after you
Yeah.
have sex. Do you guys get out, go to the foot of the bed, and do like a jumping high five? Is that like
Yes. It's mandatory.
your go-to move afterwards?
I-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I currently have a buddy who's a steel worker building cutting me up a sign that says mandatory high fives after coitus.
Nice. That's where I started. I started still working, and that's how I'm still doing my profession, working in construction.
Fancy that.
I'm sorry, Ray. I know we do this one every single week, but
Yeah.
was it the weirdest sexual thing you would do for money?
Mhm.
Oh man, Jay's on it, man. It would be toes. It would be feet and toes. Like that's, I think last week I was talking about like knees and armpits, but toes. When I think Jay's got it, toes. He'd have
gross.
to give me money to do stuff with toes. Yeah, it's really gross.
I
He's really gross.
I mean-
how about you?
Poop doesn't even bother me as much as toes.
So I would going just odd body parts. I would say the weenus. That's one that I haven't interacted with. Yep, right there on
What the hell is
the back of your elbow,
elbow?
elbow skin,
Oh,
basically your elbow
the
skin.
scrotum skin? The
So if you're
scrotum
gonna,
skin in your
yeah,
elbow?
yeah. So that's one that, that would.
Yeah.
You'd have to pay me some dollars for that.
But what would the sexual act be with that?
See, that's the thing. I don't even know, but I would have literally no fascination with that. Therefore, I'd be bored. So, in order to make it worth my time, because my time's worth a lot of money. That's a joke.
Construction.
I'm just trying.
then,
I'm
you'd
just
have
trying to think. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's something out there. There's probably videos out there. People got some sort of weird thing about elbows,
weenus
about
porn.
weenuses or
it's
whatever.
got to be the
but-
same thing as like people the foot fetish. Like I don't understand the foot fetish because like there's nothing about it. So, like you don't do
Yeah.
anything with it.
Yeah.
So-
I don't have anything against it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if to be specific, if it would like people get jerked off by feet, right? And there's videos for it. People make lots of money doing it.
And you could get jerked off by elbows too.
And by Randy's reaction, he enjoys it. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about having to like lather up with like Lotrimin, like athlete's
On your
foot cream
elbows.
after a footy. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why do you keep
Doctor got
athlete's foot
in my
cream next
mouth.
to your bed? Well, I've got this thing for getting jerked off by feet. So
I just gargled with
Awkward
it.
conversation.
I don't want any
Absolutely.
toe
All right.
jam in my folds.
Let's go on to our next one here. We our weekly segments. We do these every single week.
And now, it's time for that weekly segment where we tell you what we packed for lunch on Wednesday.
Oh shit! Okay.
okay,
All right,
yeah.
rock and roll. Well, I'm on a diet. Like I am determined. Ray, I talked about last week. I'm exercising every day and I'm eating a lot less. So on Wednesday of this week, which was yesterday, I had a probiotic yogurt and walnuts. Yeah. How about you or Jay? Whoever wants to go first.
I had some chicken. It was like Parmesan and then some sort of lemon flavor in it that I cooked the night before in the oven. Took that thing, heated it up, put a little what was it? What the fuck is it? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know,
Pasta,
Ray. God
pasta with
damn it.
And it was you know what? You get a little bit of carbs, you get a little bit of protein, healthy lunch.
Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah. Jay, how about you, bud?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Interesting.
For lunch.
I got a guy who worked at
Yeah.
eats a lot of oatmeal.
God
I
damn.
drink lots of coffee in the morning.
Jay, I don't know
so-
if you know this, but I've got coffee, oatmeal. That sounds good. I have some cooking videos on our YouTube channel. You can check those out on there.
Okay.
You search Rich Dickman and you can find
So-
cooking with Rem.
Gotcha. You
Yeah,
cooking?
They're
out there-
fascinating, yeah.
Out there cooking walnuts.
Yeah. Well, no, actually real food.
Okay. Okay.
I eat walnuts. I cook
Just
real
judging,
food. All right, here
judging
we
by
go.
your packed lunch. It's out there shucking your own walnuts.
And now, it's time for that weekly segment we call Rich Dickman Wants to Know. power your poops.
Oh, okay. I like this one.
This is my kind of
you know,
segment right here.
They've been, yeah, absolutely.
That's why we do it every week.
With my diet and with more activity I've been doing. They've been, you can tell there's a transition in my body, right? There's things happening, things are changing.
By the color.
And, my intestines. Yeah. And they're like, you know what, Rem, we're happy that you're moving a lot more and we're happy that you're eating better, but goddamn, we had a lot to flush out. We got a lot to flush out. Jay, how are your poops?
My poops, I have not been the healthiest of eater. I've been trying. I used to eat really healthy as of late. I haven't been. So my poops have been interesting. For example, are we good with examples? Can I give you examples?
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
yeah, absolutely. You're the guest. You do it.
I haven't
do what you want.
I haven't had Burger King in a while, right? Or their onion rings, I should say. I love their onion ring. But when you poop out after eating Burger King, your poop smells exactly like the onion rings. So
I bet.
that's how my poops have been. My poops smell like Burger King onion rings, and they're not. My poop is not in the best form. Like, it's not very solid. It's not runny.
Yeah.
It's not solid. So it's not good.
Jay, I feel you, man, because listen, I'm Ray, I'm sorry. Well, you can go in a second. And I don't mean, but I want Jay to feel comfortable because he's our guest. Here's an admission. My audience might know this, whoever might be listening, all 7 of you, but I am an IBS person.
Okay.
Right? And not so severe lately, but there are times of the year where it gets bad. All right. So I totally feel you, and changing your diet is tough because your body needs to react and catch up to it. But you also don't do yourself any favors by eating Burger King onion rings either. So,
Correct.
I get you. Yeah.
At least they didn't come out like corn where they're whole.
Yeah.
Then that would be a problem. Because then it would just look like that.
That'd be
And then it would just look like that onion ring
Undigested.
stack. It was at a Red Robin
Yeah.
or whatever, the onion ring tower. Who wants that?
Yeah. With your dips on the side, and you count them like, oh, I had 20 onion rings, but I only see 14.
Yeah,
What are the
or
other
if 2 extra came out, that would be a problem. Like, I ate 20,
Yeah.
I've got 22.
Yeah, where'd 22 come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Shit.
that you
Sweetheart.
think that your pooping skills are so amazing that you can literally poop them out by size so that you can stack them.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You've obviously never tried, right?
Yeah, I haven't.
How are your poops, Ray?
My poops,
They good?
I'll be quick about it. They're consistent because I want to circle back to the whole I can't smell. So you saying that you eat the onion rings and then your poop smells like that. Obviously, I've heard that poop can smell quite foul. So is that like a thing that you could maybe eat like a bunch of peppermints and the next thing you know, your poop actually doesn't smell so bad? No? Just those onion rings are unique?
No, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
No, but the smell, I don't mean to get gross because we're not a gross show. We're
No,
a very family
we are
friendly
family
show
friendly.
here on Rich Dickman Show.
Quite.
But you can tell when you had a bad day by smelling your poop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if it really smells sour and disgusting, something went wrong.
Absolutely.
Like your dogs are
Okay.
very upset right now.
Yeah, he is. I think that's my roommate's girlfriend's dog. I don't know why he's freaking out. Give me a second.
No problem. We'll riff here. We'll riff here while Jay beats his dog. Okay, so Jay just got up and
Did he leave
he's
the mic
grabbed
hot
the dog.
so we can hear if he kicks it?
I don't know, but I'm going to describe what's happening right now.
Okay.
Is that he's carrying
I
the
see it,
dog,
yeah.
but not by the dog's body, but by the dog's collar. The dog's choking.
Oh, geez.
The dog's
yeah.
choking right now. Oh, good God, he just hit the dog. He just hit the dog. Holy shit! I thought he was a dog lover.
I did not
Ray.
see that
I
coming.
thought he was a dog lover.
Just sucker punched
Oh
it.
my God! Oh my God! He just threw it against the wall. Holy shit! What the hell do we have on our show right now? This is disgusting. This is disgusting behavior. Ray, I hope you don't treat your dogs like this.
Apologies.
Wow.
Yeah, you
No
should
problem, Jay. Thank
apologize.
Stupid dogs.
you. What you did to that dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid dogs.
I got him outside real fast.
All right.
It deserved whatever it got.
Our
Yes.
next, we do this every week. Every week we do this one. There we go.
Fuck it. Let's do another weekly segment.
Oh shit!
Have you ever drank your own piss?
What? This is new. I have not. I have not. Jay, have you ever drank your own piss?
Possibly. I can't. I mean, I know I've gotten my own piss in my mouth before.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it. I mean, in the context of drinking it,
Not
I don't think so. But I have definitely had my own piss in my mouth before.
Have you
Weird
drank somebody
sex.
else's piss like by accident?
Not. I've. Yeah. I mean, I've had. I mean, you know, as Dave says, you know, it's both. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
When a young lady is very satisfied
All right.
and happy.
Mhm.
Jersey meat hook brings
her,
out
her vagina cries, and
yeah.
it's a little bit of both. So yeah,
Both. Okay.
yeah, that's been in my mouth.
When your two
Ray.
bodies become one.
Yeah, when
knows
two
what
people
happens?
are
You
in
were
love,
drinking your own
hard to
piss
tell.
earlier today.
when two people are in love and they come together,
Anything's possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, or in your
Sometimes
face.
you get a bean, sometimes you don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So what I like about this one is it's not necessarily have you ever drank in your own piss. For Rem and I, it's have you drank in your own piss in the last week? And my answer is no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not drink my piss this week because the week before I hadn't, previously. So, but no, I have not yet drank my own piss.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
there's always a
obviously,
possibility.
Jay, you listened to our show last week. It was all about Ray drinking his piss for lunch. It was gross. I don't know what the hell he was talking
I
about.
figured I would answer
We
generally
had
because
HTNB here.
I'm not here weekly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'll
Right.
give you
No,
the
that's
all in
very
all.
fair. Very fair. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. We got a few more here.
What's better than Guy Fieri?
Oh, I
Yep.
love this one.
A weekly segment to talk about him. On your marks, get set, go.
You know, what's really impressed me about Guy Fieri lately is that he's taken this pandemic and made like a brand new show out of it. Like he's doing diners, drives, and dives from his own Guy Fieri ranch. All right. And so the chefs that he's visited on diners, drives, and dives have sent him boxes of their bullshit so he can cook at home. And it's great. And he's doing it with his kids. Like he's spending time with his family. He's got the other chefs on Skype or whatever video
amazing.
chat program they're using, Zoom, I assume. Yeah. And he's doing a whole television show over it. Guy Fieri is probably the greatest television personality in the world right now. Jay, what do you think? What's Guy Fieri done lately? It's been great.
I disagree with all of that. He's not
Oh, God.
the greatest. I can't stand the guy.
How dare you? What the fuck?
He I couldn't tell you how his food is. I don't know what it tastes like. Never eaten at any of his establishments. But
Me either.
yeah, I have nothing, I guess nothing positive or negative to say. You don't-
Okay.
So
All right, well, there's the door.
yeah.
Wow.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. Adios.
Unbelievable.
That's
I'm just gonna go
that's
hang out.
disgusting.
out.
I'm disgusted right now.
Yeah.
We bring you here as a guest to have fun, and you shit all over Guy
Sorry,
how
Fieri.
dare
I
you.
can't.
I'm
How
more of a,
dare you?
I'm more of a
Can't abide by
Julia
that.
Childs kind of guy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
She's dead. Okay. Guy Fieri's still alive.
Yeah, she's still got books though. She's alive in my heart. All right.
Ray.
I just like that Guy Fieri. He's still got the bleached tips, the frosted tips going on, kind of thing.
You
I
like
mean,
that he's alive.
His style's never gonna die. It's eternal.
Because it never was born.
Well, his style
is never born. It
will never die until he dies. That's his. I mean,
That's-
I'll give you this. I give him props for maintaining the 1997 bar back look. Like he looks like he serves drinks at a bar in like 1997. So I'm just expecting
Nope,
him
he
because he
does.
always wears
Yep.
those sweatbands, just the bottle opener that they
Yeah.
always keep on him to pop them open. I'm
That's- yes.
expecting. I expect that to be on there, but yeah, good job at maintaining 1997 bar back look.
Love it. Gotta love it. Sticking with it.
That was a good year.
Yep.
I had to yeah. All right. Did you graduate in 97, Jay?
I did. I actually did.
I was 98, buddy. Boom.
Gotcha.
Fist.
Pound.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's right, bud.
And now it's time for that weekly segment where we ask you, who would you rather bang? Rem, Ray, or this week's guest?
Oh, boy. I forgot we did this one. We didn't do it last week with HTNB because it was inappropriate. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, Ray, we'll start with you, buddy. Who would you rather bang, yourself, Jay, or me?
I'm definitely going to
2
go with
weeks ago
Jay
it was me.
because, yeah, but Jay
fuck
brings a new element with the beard, so got to experience that at least once.
I like it.
Hey, and
Sorry, Randy.
Randy's being very offended right now because of the beard comment. The reality is this: you haven't been an option before, Randy. It's not that I wouldn't like to take a run at you. All right, but when I'm only given a couple options, there's only the options on the table here.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay, we'll let you think about it for a minute, but I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead. I'm also, Ray, you are typically my number one choice, right? I'm very attracted to you and I think you're very handsome. And the closer I get to you, the closer I get to your wife. So, what you got to do, you got to do.
Nice.
But I've never been, no, let me rewind. I was thinking about this today when I was in the shower, is that if I were to, actually become gay, Jay would be the person of the Not For Human Consumption crew that I would be going after. You know why? Because he's very gentlemanly. Okay, he doesn't get himself too drunk. He's never too sloppy. He's got a very well maintained beard. I've never been with a bearded person. I don't think I ever will. But if I were to be, it would be with somebody like Jay. And he's got, I didn't know this before, but he's got some really cool tattoos going down his arms. All right,
Some old shit.
and tattoos, as we all know, are targets. So it would be Jay. All right. So Jay, go ahead. Who between the three of us, who would you rather bang?
So are you Target? Do you mean like a place to deposit your seed?
Yeah,
'Cause-
I would come all over you. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
just my arms, though. I mean, it's kind of. I don't know if that's.
I mean, do you have any in your
my
lower
arms.
back or in your stomach?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I don't have any of those. I don't have any. I don't have a champ stamp.
It's
It's
a general rule. Tattoos are targets.
Of course, I'm not going to pick myself because I've had me already.
Wow.
I was going to go with Rem, and I'm going to tell you why. Because initially my thought was that Ray kind of looks like Dylan, and I've already got that option available always. So it's like, I could fulfill those needs
Good thinking,
through
yeah.
Dylan, right? You guys got the same
But I'm
kind
like
of
a happy
glasses.
Dylan.
Yeah. But you
Like-
guys have like
like-
the same kind of glasses. There's a very like similar.
At least
Dylan
I'd be
look.
awake during.
So
the,
I was just
session.
gonna put it on Rem. More of like
yeah.
a
Thanks,
a
baby.
grudge fuck for not hiring me.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So he was gonna get it. You know what I mean? But as
like it.
Rem was explaining coming on my tattoos, Ray did this like lick thing in the corner of his mouth.
I
Like
did a lot.
he did something, and now I want to fuck Ray.
It's my beard.
So
Yeah.
that's how that
Goddamn.
goes.
All right. Well, I'm honored that I was actually considered. Usually they go right to Ray.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jay. I
you
appreciate
were.
that.
I already had
Almost
you bent
locked
over in
and
my
loaded.
mind. Like, I was gonna
Yeah.
fuck the hell.
God
I was
damn
gonna
it.
Dylan fuck you.
And you know what?
So-
I could
Get it,
see it
Daddy.
in
Come
Jay's
on.
eyes so much that I was like, I got to pull out one of my moves, and it worked.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
Yeah, that's against the rules, Ray. You dick.
I pictured you
All
just
right?
like
Let me
cleaning
have a
yourself
win every
up,
once
and
in a
you're
while.
just like, ah. So, yeah, no, it was,
How did-
yeah. But that wouldn't work. You just be,
Oh, we got- all
you
right.
just end up with like Elmer's glue face mask. Just, I guess it'd be good for blackheads. You just pull it off, get your
Exfoliating,
black-
yeah.
Hell yeah.
God,
Improve my
the grossest
complexion.
joke I've ever heard was from Andrew Dice Clay when he said, "Baby, I'd come in your mouth so much it looked like your teeth are melting." All right, we got five more.
That's good.
Five more to
I
go.
like that.
And now it's time for that weekly segment where we take a wild guess at how many downloads the last episode had.
Wow.
This is easy.
well,
this
I
is
can't-
so easy.
Yeah.
7 3/4.
All right, go ahead, Ray. 7 3/4.
Somebody
You
didn't
got three
finish.
quarters. All right.
They're like, I changed my mind, or the internet went down. Like, ooh, we almost had that
Happens quite often.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, how many weekly downloads did our last episode get?
46 is my number. I don't know why, but I'm throwing out 46.
This is the best segment ever. Oh, we love this one. The responses are just, they bring the heat.
Spit that one up.
That's his first number, and I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So there was no
We-
science
we
behind
need,
that.
We need to.
Nope. Just
No research.
grab
Okay.
two numbers
We
and
need
put them
a-
together.
There you go. We need an Adam from Houston boost coming up real soon. But Ray,
Yeah, if we're
we
going to
need
drop
get
to
past that.
46.
Yeah, we need to get past that 46. All right, I
Sorry,
can't answer because I
sorry.
know the answer, so I can't. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, so you're saying we got to 8?
And now, it's time for that weekly update where we let you know whether we pooped our pants this week.
You know, we had a whole Ray. I just pulled. You know, I'm not going in our usual order, Ray. I just kind of just pulled a bunch because you know, usually we do about 26 of these every single week, and we were talking about marijuana cultivation a little too long, and I loved every single bit, so I didn't take all 26, right? So I just grabbed them at random. I don't remember doing this one last week, but obviously, obviously, I pooped my pants once this week. How about you, bud?
It was you call it a half poop, where a shart. So it didn't really fully poop in my pants, but it got a little overspray.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a leak.
What about you, Jay?
I thought I did. It was just a really hot fart.
Oh yeah, those are good ones though.
Awesome.
They probably
Yeah.
stink.
We were just like, ooh, and it just turned out that it was so hot your butthole was actually sweating. So you're like, is that
Good one.
is that
Good
poop?
one.
And then you go and you go to the bathroom and wipe, and you're like, oh, phew, wasn't shit. But then you're worried because the fart was so hot. You're like, that.
Like,
shouldn't
did I
be-
burn a hole in my
Yeah.
pants?
Yeah, it just smells like burnt.
What's-
It smells
what's
like
coming
burnt
next?
hair. Like, ew, that's a weird.
Jay, do
smelling
you only have
candle?
a daughter? That's your only child? Is
Yeah,
one daughter?
just the one.
Yeah. Do you,
that
like,
that I know
I have-
of.
I haven't seen my kids in Seattle in 20 years, so I hear you, man. But I only have my two kids, and they're 12 and a half and almost 11, right? They're very close in age, a boy and a girl. And we all, the three of us, we have fart contests, but not near their mother, right? Because we don't do that in front of their mother. Do you ever offer one to your daughter and be like, hey, baby, you hear that?
No,
Or-
no, she.
No, okay.
She's
Past
not
that
in,
age?
no, not even when she was little. She was always dad would drop one and she'd be like, Dad. She was disgusted by it. So my daughter's 17, so those
My daughter
games
thinks
don't,
they're hilarious.
yeah, those games don't.
Yeah, that
no.
doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
Nope.
Mine's
'Cause
still
I'll-
10, so
yeah.
she still thinks it's hilarious.
Shit's not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Still her
I'm
hero.
not funny to her at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
She can't.
Well, you're
stand
funny
it.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been a good co-host, Jay. I think we would have had a good fun. All right,
Yeah.
we got three more to go.
But definitely not main host.
It's the return of everyone's favorite weekly segment.
Oh, I love this one.
What is the best 90s style?
Yeah, best '90s style, Jay. Like you and I were children of the '90s, all right, and Ray was still a baby, but. I mean, I stick with my answer every week, Ray. It doesn't really change. Maybe I'll add a little bit to this, but my favorite '90s style was jeans. All right, a t-shirt, a flannel shirt over the t-shirt, open flannel shirt, and then I had this haircut. I had this awesome haircut where all my hair grew from the top, and I shaved the sides. Right, that's when I had hair, and
Undercut.
it would fall, parted in the middle, fall from. Yeah, it was. I was
the 90
Yeah,
the
and I was
90s
also
butt
very
cut.
skinny, so it was really gross looking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the 90s.
That's exactly
butt cut.
it. Jay, what's your favorite?
I
What's your
rock
favorite '90s style?
my 90s were wife beaters, Dickies, and Chucks.
Right. Were you playing
That was
in
it.
bands in the '90s?
Yeah, I was a rocker. I was
Yeah.
a rocker guy. So you kind of had to dress the part.
Right.
And if it wasn't like Dickies, of course, like the Jinko shorts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of Adidas and all that good stuff. So I was
Listen,
one of the,
Lots of
was one of the cool
Godsmack
kids.
and corn.
no Godsmack ever. Not in my life. That was a terrible band. Terrible band. It's hard to be an aggressive frontman when you're 5'2".
Yeah, he's tiny.
Awful band.
He's so small. God damn it.
Dave has a Godsmack
Ray,
tattoo on his belly button.
He does. Yeah.
It's like the burning sun. Yeah, he's a huge fan. If you want to talk about targets, Rem, there's a target for you, and the belly button.
Absolutely.
So like you
Yeah.
can like you can
make
like
a
play
pool.
around in it, splash like a little
Yeah, you
splash,
splash
like
it.
a little splash
Yeah.
pad.
Little, little man going for a swimming.
Yeah, it's
Swimming
like
hole.
it's
Oh
like
my-
it's like when you were a kid and you see like a puddle on the street, you just jump in both feet and splash.
Just jump into it. Yeah.
But it's
If
his
you
belly.
slap his belly on the side,
but
you
it's
make a wave.
semen and
Yeah.
it's his belly button.
You're like a little bird playing in a fountain.
Yeah, it's a
bird bath.
It's a bird
Oh.
bath.
Yeah.
A
Gross.
sperm bath.
bath, yeah.
It's a sperm bath.
There you go. I like
Oh,
that.
Ray, you're going too far, Ray. God damn it.
So my
what's
favorite
your
90s style, right on topic here, would be I'm gonna have to go with grunge, and the reason being, it's been unique. It's kind of flash in the pan, if you will, came and went, but there's not really been too many other styles that have really encapsulated the grunge style, and for that, gotta love it.
Jay, did you like the band Green Jelly?
Oh yeah, I actually just watched a documentary on them like a couple weeks
no
ago.
shit,
Yeah,
really?
I love Green Jelly. Yeah, I just watched a documentary on them the other day.
Ray said grunge, and I immediately thought of the Three Little Pigs song they did.
See, and I don't know if that was so much grunge though. That wasn't really grunge. That was like a
Probably
grimy,
not, but
like
it
punk
just popped
metal
in my
kind
head.
of. Yeah, that was. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't consider them to be grunge. Grunge to me was like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, Nirvana.
It wasn't grunge to me either. It's just the first thing that popped in my mind for whatever reason. So I just figured I'd ask you.
Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Three little pigs
like
blows down the hose.
It's an interesting one because he started green jelly jello whatever back in like the early 80s. It was like just a random punk
Really?
band. Yeah, it started a long time ago, and he's still the documentary. They still do tours of like little shows and just little clubs. It's crazy, and they sound great live.
Wow.
He's got his son playing banjo for him.
Wow,
Oh, like Eddie Van Halen. It's great.
fascinating.
Right?
All right, we got two more. Last two.
And now it's time for that weekly segment
Oh, wait.
where we ask you,
Wait.
who would you rather bang?
Oh, we did
Rem,
this one already.
Ray,
All right, never
this
mind.
week's guest.
So
Okay, it's not-
initially, I wanted to bang Rem, but
So I told you I grabbed a bunch and I threw
I'm
them
going
in
with
here.
Randy
I
for the
wasn't
beard.
Prepared, so
nice. You get a round two on it.
you're just trying to
There
get
you
points. Fuck you. All right, our last weekly segment of the night, and then we're going to get into some Dick of the Week and voicemails. All right.
And now it's time for that weekly segment that our listeners just absolutely love. What's it called? That's right. It's called What is Your Least Desirable Way to Die?
What? Ray, did you add this one? I don't remember this one.
Yeah. You don't
God
remember doing this?
damn it.
You just must get really drunk near the end of the shows and not remember doing this.
I
every
do.
week.
All right. I mean, vat of acid. I would not like to die in a vat of acid. That'd be my least desirable way to go. God damn, Ray. It's dark as shit. I'm going to find another one to do because I don't like this one. All right, go ahead.
I'll answer
You guys,
that one.
Go ahead.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a specific, but slow.
Yeah.
Dying
Yeah.
slow.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're already doing that. Not to get all existential and deep, but like if something happened and you're just like just taking forever to die. That
Yeah.
I don't want that at all.
It's like in Austin Powers, and they're running over the guy with the steamroller.
yeah.
It's
Or
a
like
5-minute scene.
I understand that if you do die from it, burning isn't that bad because it's pretty fast.
No?
And the pain is so intense
Right,
that it's
right.
almost like non-existent because it happens so like it's so intense. And I heard
Yeah.
I heard drowning's peaceful. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind trying drowning. I'll give that a shot sometime.
Keep that in mind.
Give that a shot sometime. You know, they do that in like sniper school training where they'll basically put you underwater until you pass out and then pull you out. That
Well,
kind
that's
of
like
stuff.
buds
they'll
training.
They'll fuck with you.
Yeah, Navy
they'll,
SEAL buds training.
Yeah, yep. They'll mess
Yeah.
with you, dude. That shit's rough. Just imagine that, knowing that you're going through training and you're like, I'm on the verge of death.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my head
They
underwater.
do it in
That's
a
insane.
they have a mock-up
Fucking insane.
cockpit where they actually will strap you to it like a helicopter cockpit, and they'll strap you to the chair, and then it tips and dunks into the water, and you have to you have to sit there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then a light goes off, and you have to calmly get yourself out of this situation from inside of a cockpit
Damn.
that's submerged in water. It's crazy.
No, thank
That
you.
sounds-
No, thank you.
Sounds yeah,
Ray,
that
what's
does
your
not
least
sound like a pleasant
desirable way to die?
I'll piggyback on is obviously slowly, but you know what? Everyone says they would like to die doing something they love. Not me. I would like to finish doing the things that I love. You know what I'm saying?
good answer.
And then die peacefully, knowing that I got to finish doing the things I love. So, least desirable way would be during something that I love. Like if you're having sex and you have a heart attack, I didn't even get to come.
Imagine
You know what I mean?
Imagine that scenario. Like you're in the middle of sex and you
And you're like,
die,
having a heart
you're
attack?
dead, but you're just coming everywhere, but you're dead. And the person's dealing with
And you
being
can't feel it.
being cummed on and you're
Cummed
deaf
on.
at the same
Yeah,
time.
like Jay's tattoos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine that
Man.
scenario.
You know,
Yeah.
as Tyrion Lannister once said, he would like to die with a belly full of wine and a mouth on his cock. All
There you
right,
go.
finally, the last one. All right, the real last one for this week.
It's time for that weekly segment where we tell you, here comes the next segment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
So
Oh.
here comes the next segment.
Yeah, here comes the next segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
Guess who's back?
Hello to Rem and Ray.
Who is it?
And everybody at the Rich Dickman Show.
I don't know.
That helped make it my favorite
Is it
podcast
Randy?
to
I know.
listen to.
Hot
This
Drummer
is
News,
Svensson
babe.
here.
Fuck, Svensson.
And this is my nomination for Dick of the Week. This week, I actually found a news article online.
Did some
on
research.
Yahoo. And
Hold
it's
on.
about
Hold on. Svensson just took HDNB's gimmick.
Yeah, he researched the news.
Jay, if you don't, Svensson is a loyal listener of our show, and he's the one who actually got me back into podcasting. So we
Nice.
we will do whatever Svensson wants.
Yeah, I had
So,
nothing
all
to
right,
do with
let's
it.
continue.
Give you zero credit. I see how it
let's
is.
see. A total dick. Let me read the article for you a little. A driver who fled the scene on Saturday, September 19th, after they reversed into gas pumps and caused a fire at a filling station in South Portland, Maine. The driver drove away, but was later identified with help from the community and staff, and they found the driver. So basically what it boils down to is that someone took their car and they backed into and ran over the filling station pump and started a fire at a gas station, and then they drove off. That has to be possibly the Dick of the Week. Anyway,
Yeah.
This is Svensson here. Ram, Ray, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care.
Svensson, all right, let me give you some advice real quick before we get into this one. But you know, it's okay, bud. Slow down. All right, you talk about the article. All right, listen to how HDNB does. She's a professional newswoman, right? You don't hold yourself to her standard, but just don't rush. That's it. Okay. So we have somebody who backed into a gas pump and caused a fire at a gas station, then drove away. Ray, did he say they drove away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fled the scene.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Total dick move, right? Total dick move. I mean, I saw a week and a half ago. I was driving through, and I saw some police flashing lights up ahead, and looked over at the gas station, and some dude was driving a U-Haul truck that was too big for him, and he drove it. He was turning into a gas station and ran over a gas pump. I totally get it. In my industry, Ray, we have people who are filling their vehicles up with gas and then drive away without taking the pump out of the gas tank. That
yeah.
happens as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, what do you think? Big dick?
I mean, I think the dick move is driving away.
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
agree.
That's the dick
Absolutely.
move. I mean, it happens. I mean, I've seen people do some stupid shit. If it was on purpose, I mean, that's more of like a psychopath
Yeah.
than really a dick. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
I
just
agree.
blasting through
Yeah.
gas stations, I mean, stay and catch fire, fucker.
I think there's a critical part missing, and that's color. What color
Ray.
do you think the vehicle was?
Oh, okay.
Maroon.
Yeah, we don't see color in this show, Ray. And maroon. All right. I like that.
Well,
Probably was maroon.
because if it's like a bright yellow car, like a sports car, they're probably just a dick all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just driving like some white, standard color sedan. Maybe they're some old lady, it's like silver car, like old Buick. She's just
Yeah.
old lady backed into it, had no idea, drove off. So I think color matters in this situation.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a maroon shit box, like an old Sentra or a Datsun,
Yeah, could be.
something
Could be.
around there.
Ray, did you have a family member get into the chat here? Like, who is that person?
Wait, where? Which chat?
Now, if you look into the
General
general
chat?
chat, or yeah,
me-
somebody came in and started waving to us.
Oh. Oh yeah, I know that person.
Yeah, Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here I am. I'm talking about your wife and shit, and like, and this person just pops up. Maybe I'm the dick.
Not a family
this week.
member.
I
No.
don't know.
No, you're good.
All right, Svensson. All right, Svensson through the in Maine. It's in. All right. So let me tell you about Maine. Jay, you ever been to Maine?
I have not.
Neither have I.
No. Okay. Ray, you ever? No. All right. I spent some summers in Maine. I had some family up there. Maine's a beautiful place, right? But you don't fuck around in Maine. All right. Like, those are people who take care of their shit. Right? You don't fuck around in Maine. So I'm sure this guy, I think Svensson said that he was caught. Absolutely he was caught. Because in Maine, they'll find your ass. There's like 50 people who live in Maine. It's really easy to find people in Maine. Everybody knows each other.
He was the 48th
and
person.
you don't mess around. Yeah, he absolutely was. So
Hold on, there's one of us
we don't
missing.
even need any more stories. I think it was Bob.
Yeah.
Check Bob's car. It's probably got some damage. His maroon shitbox.
It's like
Much
it's like Guess Who?
deliberation, Incredibly
They're just sitting there, right? No, you're in your chair. Found out who it was.
Award goes to
Absolutely, it goes to our driver in Maine. Thank you, Svensson, for that. For backing into the gas station, knocking over the gas pump, causing a fire, and driving away. Fuck that guy. Really, god damn. All right, let's do this one. Let's get into the voicemail.
This is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left, and this is the bumper on your right. This is a badass guitar riff. And finally, here's your voicemails. Sorry, that guitar riff's too cool not to play twice.
Oh god, here we go.
You're going down, down, slipping, come till he drowns. The sugar rims, drinking up steaming. I'll be your number one on a dick tip. A lonely old man drinking cum like it's pudding. ThenDrinksCum.com.
That voice sounded familiar.
Yeah, he had a very, very nice singing voice, and then it went down to something that I think we knew. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was,
Thank you for that.
was some Fallout Boy.
Yeah, remdrinkscum.com. Yeah. Hey, Spaghetti, by the way, Spaghetti, you fucking asshole. I saw that Photoshop you did with the cum spray or whatever it was. Good job. That's actually a good Photoshop.
Pocket
you
cum?
put the hand in front of the face. Yeah, pocket cum. Yeah, it's up in the general chat. You're still an asshole though.
Right, come. Come fight back. Kill, come.
What's
Come,
happening?
come. Think about come. Regret.
I'm going to think about cum all night. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. All right. Jay, you get voice. You don't get voicemails like these. You get good voicemails.
Not always.
You wouldn't let Dave talk about cuties last week when I left the voicemail. You guys moved right along. You said, "No, Dave, do not talk about cuties."
Yeah, well, because of him and Spaghetti.
You guys are good friends.
He's grooming.
You took care of your boy.
Yeah, he's in the
He's
process
grooming
of
Spaghetti.
He's trying to. We're trying to protect. Well, Spaghetti, but it's
You don't want Dave to go
a
to jail
sensitive
either.
subject of Dave grooming children. So, we're trying to steer clear from any of that business.
Yes.
Yeah, Ray. I don't know if you're caught up, but
Yeah,
Dave is grooming the child Spaghetti to be his. Spaghetti's buying him video games and shit.
yeah. Which if you heard last week, we're trying to figure out who's grooming whom at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be funny if Spaghetti was grooming Dave.
I know.
All right, there's one more voicemail.
Sugar daddy situation going on.
Hey, Randy here.
Oh,
Leaving another
Randy's
voicemail
mid-show.
on the show while you guys talk about how you don't want to die. I think the worst way to go to me is like continuously drowning, like waterboarding, and then after you give up the info, they just kill you anyways.
What if you were waterboarded
By
with
drowning
Pepsi?
you. That'd be a terrible way to go. Dick Cheney has killed like 83 people that way.
Dick Cheney.
His KDR's dope.
So I'm glad Ray showed up. Even though he had potential internet issues. Not My fault. I hope. It's really hard to listen to you guys talk on the show and leave a voicemail at the same time,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to do it.
You should do it before the show.
Rim said he didn't want to die in a vat of acid. That reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Good stuff.
No long pauses, though.
God, I hope Rim
there-
doesn't play this. I have a dick of the week. My dog ratted me out this week. She started barking at a man of color in the Taco Bell drive-thru.
How do you say it? Man
And
of
it
color?
was all sweet to the
Fucking
lady
racist.
that came up who was not of color. So that was awkward. So the dog... No, the man of color is dick of the week for threatening my dog in some
You
manner.
can't say that anymore.
Or maybe I'm dick of the week for owning a racist dog. It's
Yes.
not my dog. It's my girlfriend's, but...
So then your girlfriend's a
Neither
dick
here
of the
nor there.
week.
Guilty by association.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically your girlfriend would be the dick.
There's your long pause.
Randy, God damn it.
Is that a long enough?
You're lucky
pause,
Jay's
then?
here.
Man, I hope you get so triggered. So I put a GIF in the live show chat. You should check out our live show. Get the hoot at TRDS. bit.do/TRDS1. See, I remember
You set it up.
Tyrion Lannister. And belly full of wine and a mouth on the cock. Okay, fuck, I took off the headphones. This is the real talk now. I think everyone needs to calm down. We're getting too
Yeah.
excited.
Yep.
The people, what's going on in Louisville, like, they're going to burn that place to the ground.
Wow, that's it? That's the end? Jesus, you left us hanging there, Randy. Holy shit. Oh, Christ. What do you think, Jay? You think they're going to burn Louisville to the ground? Goddamn, what do I do with that, Randy?
Oh, wow.
That's like the Casey Kasem dead dog coming out of a break into
Oh.
a dead dog story. Jesus Christ.
Racist dogs burning down Louisville. What kind of voicemail was that?
Yeah. What the fuck, Randy? Come on. You're better than this. Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's it. Oh, God damn it, Ray. We do have you got to tell me when we have these things. Okay, Jay.
Yes.
Thinking with
We
your
have
dick
one
man?
more segment. Yeah, we have. It's called Thinking with Your Dickman. And if I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a professional advice giver on podcasts. That's how I started my podcasting professional career, is giving advice for World of Warcraft players. And we've carried that
Changed so
over
many lives.
into the Rich Dickman Show. Yeah. So this is called Thinking with Your Dickman.
You want segments? We've got segments.
We need content. That's what it is.
It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right. So Ray's going to read the letter, Jay, and if you have any advice to whoever it is who's writing to us, feel free to jump in. Okay.
I give
Go ahead,
great
Ray.
advice.
Yeah, so real quick
Yeah,
before I read this, Jay, when I inevitably die in all the shitstorm that's going on in California and you take over for me, if you can learn to make bumpers these amazing, which isn't that hard, then you too can live lucratively, lavish
Yeah.
lifestyle in Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
All right,
I
so-
refused to do another 100 episodes unless I got paid for bumpers too, because Ray was getting paid, and I was jealous because I do all the work and Ray's just making fucking bumpers. Like, fuck you, Ray.
Hey,
All right, go
these
ahead, Ray, I'm
bumpers
sorry.
take a lot of effort, so
Yeah.
much effort.
Yeah, they don't write
So,
themselves. All that
so
not
Jerry-
licensed music.
This week, Jerry writes in, I just moved into a new small neighborhood with small backyards and houses packed alongside each other. I didn't get a chance to scope the place out before moving, and 1 week into the move, discovered that my neighbors have chickens and a rooster. And any tips on getting that pesky rooster to quiet down in the mornings? I'm losing tons of sleep because it crows at the butt crack of dawn each morning. Please, please, please help.
Ray, is your middle
Yes.
name Jerry?
No, it is not.
Oh,
Why were you looking at
How
Facebook
do
this
we get
week
rid
or
of-
what?
no,
Oh, okay.
no. Why? I I don't see your posts on Facebook, right?
I don't post anything on Facebook. No, I don't.
Me either. I just do cooking videos. All right, Jay, we're looking to get rid of a rooster. How do we fucking kill a rooster without the neighbors knowing?
we have to kill it?
Do
Is that
you have any ideas?
Well,
Yeah.
allegedly, I would throw rat poison over the fence into the chicken feed. Allegedly,
Oh, that's
I would
actually
do that.
yeah, allegedly. Okay.
All right.
Do you have? Is there a specific brand of rat poison you would use, or like,
It's the kind you find in the store.
Just standard rat
know.
poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
chickens are stupid. They'll
Yep.
eat anything.
I mean,
Don't eat the eggs.
I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell the guy that he moved in there. Should have scoped the place out. So
I agree.
move. My advice to you is either suck it up or move. They were there first.
Like, what if you just paid, I don't know, anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000 for this house, and you just moved in? Like
I'd be more
you're
worried
just
about.
gonna-
I'd be more worried about the mortgage than I would a fucking loud
the
cock.
chicken, a fucking chicken, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
loud- yeah. You know what, Ray? I'm sorry. You know what, Jerry? You need to use this to your advantage. Right? You just start talking about the loud cock on the street.
Yeah.
Just start writing to your neighbors.
Make
Use the
more
mail.
noise than
Use the-
that rooster
Yeah.
does in the morning, and catch
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
Find out what time that rooster starts making noise, and start making a louder noise right before it does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start blowing your horn, playing Godsmack.
Yeah.
But what Ray?
Uh-huh.
What you could do, Ray? Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't
what
know
Jerry
why
could do.
you're
I don't know why
saying
I'm
my
thinking
name.
Ray. I'm just looking at
Jerry,
you. I'm
I
looking
get
at you
it.
and I'm drunk.
Jerry,
Yeah,
I get it.
Jerry. Yeah. So Jerry, what you can do is go to your local post office, Jerry, okay, and buy yourself a book of stamps. They cost $11. All right, the 55 cents each. It's $11.50 or $11, whatever it is. Just buy a book of stamps. You get 20 stamps. You write yourself 20 letters. Okay. I mean, you can write one letter and print it 20 times and get an envelope, put a stamp, and put it in a mailbox and mail it to everybody on your street and say, listen, if that loud cock
post
doesn't
office
shut
will
the
lose it.
fuck up, you're going to see a louder cock. All right.
There you go.
And just threaten them with a louder cock. That's
a
it.
dozen louder
And then
cocks.
you watch what happens. A dozen louder cocks. Okay, so now, Jerry, here's what happens, right? That fucking bird makes some noise, whatever time it is in the morning. You get right out there and you start swinging your cock around. All right, and that's it. Because you're on your property, you can swing that shit
Yes.
around and play some Journey, and just fucking go to town. That's it.
Or
That's
It's
it.
a well-known
I'm sorry,
fact
Ray, you were
that
saying
swinging a rooster around, you hold it by the legs and
Yeah.
swing it around in a circular motion, that it becomes very loud. So that's good advice there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
It's a
you
fact.
got to fight
I
cock
got
with
it.
cock. Go ahead, Jay.
if so old Jer Bear there. If your neighbors ever happen to be out of town, scoop up these chickens, roosters, pluck them, kill them, cook them, and when the neighbors come back, greet them with a chicken casserole.
Bucket of chicken.
Yeah,
Fuck
just be
yeah,
like, welcome
that's right.
back. I made this for you. And be
Yeah,
like, oh
I
shit, that's
made
so
this for
nice
you.
of you. And then be like, where the fuck are our
Yeah.
chickens? We just ate them
Yeah,
You say
this is
something like,
Rhode Island Red One.
yeah.
There you go.
with a little
I
rat
just,
poison in there as well, allegedly.
Yeah.
now you're killing the neighbors. Oh my god.
Allegedly, because they're just gonna buy more.
It's true.
You
Yeah,
got to cut
so-
the chicken off
They
at
get
the
them through
head.
the
You know what I
mail.
mean? I
Yeah,
think that's how
so-
the phrase goes.
So I grew up on 3 acres, and we had chickens and we had roosters. And did I tell that story about the rooster that we killed and that came back to life and all that stuff? I think I told that at some point. Anyway, so
I don't. I'm drunk. I don't.
yeah,
know.
so it's possible to kill a rooster, but having, like I said, grown up with chickens, you can go buy those things for like nothing. Right, they're dirt cheap. You buy the chicks, they're going to replenish their stock of fucking chickens and roosters in no time. So killing them is not how you're going to solve the problem. I like what you were saying,
They lay eggs,
Jay, about
yeah.
being louder. So what you do is you go buy like a massive sound system and you just load that bad boy
think
up
I
in your
said that.
backyard. Well, you said louder than, yeah, something. Either way, we're all, it's a team effort here. We're all taking credit for this idea. All right. So we're putting this big sound system in the backyard, right? And the beauty of it is that you don't only have to use
blasting
it
sex
in the
noises.
morning at 6 a.m. You can use it at night during the middle of the day. You can blast that bad boy all the time. And if the neighbors move out, you still have what you want, which is a loud sound system.
There you
I
go.
think that's the best thing. And like you said, play some shitty music, play some awesome music, play whatever the fuck you want, but play
Hi-fi.
it so fucking loud it sounds like a concert every night in your morning backyard.
Double
Yes.
down and got yourself a party house.
Yes, exactly.
Boom.
Exactly.
There you go.
Perfect.
Wait, I have
sorority
another
girls coming in.
scenario. I have one more scenario.
Okay.
You catch the rooster fucking sleeping, right? And you fucking go up into its face
At
and
night.
just fucking start screaming at the rooster. And be like, how the fuck do you like that?
You know,
That's
you
my
know what you gotta
last
do?
scenario.
They only sleep when it's dark. So if you keep the lights on, they never sleep. So you just go over there every night.
Oh, and they'll go insane.
Yeah, turn the lights back on, and then the
Or
neighbors will be like,
turn the
"Why
lights
the
on,
fuck
yeah.
are our chickens like just nuts?"
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
and then there'll be like crazy chickens over there, fucking lunatic chickens, and
I have
they won't
one.
be able to handle them. They'll get rid of them. There you go, perfect.
I actually have one more scenario.
I love these scenarios.
I have one
We're-
more.
We're making progress here. We're changing,
And it has to do
changing
with
the
your
world.
sound system.
Okay.
Just fucking play other rooster sounds. Fucking just blast other rooster sounds. Like at random
Shit
times
out of
all the time. Like, because you know that they are going to bed early. You know what I mean? So like right when they're going to
Yeah.
bed, just
They're
start
farmers.
and they'll be like, dude, this fucking rooster in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Fucking
they
won't
think
shut the
it's their
fuck up.
rooster.
It's all the time. And then if it's going on all day long, the other neighbors are going to complain knowing that they have a rooster and they're going to
Yeah.
think it's their fucking rooster
Yeah.
just in the middle of the night,
blame
all the
them.
fucking time.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. And you get the whole town together. You're like, fuck this rooster. Fuck this. And you just get a mob going.
Get a
and
mob,
you get
yeah.
the fucking
Pickets,
this
torches.
rooster.
Yeah. You get Antifa and BLM involved.
Yeah. It just
Hell
get,
yeah,
I mean,
man. Burn that
I think
fucker
that's
down.
going to be. I think that's the play right there. Sound system playing rooster sounds, and everybody
Yeah.
knows that they have
Love it.
these fucking chickens in this rooster.
Workshopped into a
and
beautiful
yeah,
scenario.
and then it's an uprising of everybody trying to get them the fuck out of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ticket.
goddamn rooster upright. I
That's
love
the
it.
play right there.
That's beautiful, Jay. That's what you should have
Fuck
been
roosters.
my co-host. Fuck you, Ray. Yeah. God damn. All right.
so we'll see you
That's
back here.
That's it for today. Thank you.
Sorry, I shouldn't say we'll see you back
See
here, but I'll listen to you two next week.
Rem will see you back here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. You have been a
Absolutely.
treasure and a joy and a pleasure.
Thanks.
And
It was fun.
I'm just thinking about all the targets all over your arms. They just make it look like your
Yeah.
arms are melting.
I feel like I need
Oh,
a tattoo in the back of my throat now.
Oh, goddamn. Jay, how do we find you and all your sexiness and all that's going on?
NFHCpodcast.com. That has all of our wares on it. I know we have a whole list of shills. I don't do that shit. That's Dave's job. But NFHCpodcast.com. You can find us on Facebook, Patreon. We're in the Discord. We got an OnlyFans page. We still kind of have a Pornhub
Nice.
account. It's not really doing much, but because we were too filthy for Pornhub. So, but we have an OnlyFans page where you can see Dave's
love it.
Godsmack tattoo. You can see his wiener.
Yeah.
You can see his feet. Yeah. It's,
Is his wiener on there?
well, you have to go on there to find out. And I believe it's free. I believe our OnlyFans page is free. I'm pretty sure it's free. I don't think we're charging anybody.
Okay.
So,
All right. I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode art.
YouTube.
There you go.
we're all over YouTube. Like I said, NFHCpodcast.com has the links
And-
to everything that we have. Everything.
Jay, and if you could real quickly, can you describe the Not for Human Consumption podcast?
Maybe. It's I don't know. It's your drunken weekly podcast of all the things. I mean, that's our
Yeah,
catchphrase,
there
and
you
that's
go.
pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
We talk about anything and everything. I mean, really, the best way I describe it is disgusting dick and fart jokes the whole time with some poop in there.
Fucking Dave comes on this show. He's like, yeah, we just like to be really mean to each other, and we're just mean to everybody. We just get on and be really mean. And I know that bothers Matt. That bugs Matt so much when he says that shit. But yes,
Well,
it's
I
your
mean-
drunken weekly update of all the things.
We're not intentionally mean to each other. It's just you say something and it's kind of easy to zero in on a thing and just kind of shit all over it.
When you're good buddies.
Absolutely.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
When you're good buddies.
Because after that, we're like,
Yeah,
we hug and hang out.
Yeah.
It's
fuck
like,
you
yeah.
guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
Which is what makes
you
it so
hug, you hug
fun.
and kiss, you cuddle, and you're good to go.
yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
With the
All right.
tattoos.
So, good stuff. Good times.
Oh,
Surrounded by good people.
Thank you, Jay.
Hey, now,
Yeah. Ray, say the words. Ray.
yeah, so real quick, before
Oh,
we
go
bring
ahead.
this baby home, Jay, could you please do me a favor and tell me which guest from the Rich Dickman Show has been the best guest.
Motherfucker.
That is
They only gave me 20 minutes, you asshole.
because it needs to be Rem. We need to reinforce this. He was saying that it was great that I was on there, but you need to let the whole world, because the whole world listens to this podcast, know that Rem has been the best Rich Dickman Show guest on NFHC.
I'm going to go by track record that he has been invited on and been on more times. So he is definitely.
Yeah.
Rem is the best.
Fuck you,
The absolute best guest. Yep.
He's the best guest.
Thanks.
He is
Thanks.
perfect.
At least I
I
contribute.
mean, he's got longevity with the guys. But, before me.
yeah, Ray doesn't even listen to the show.
Yeah, that's fine.
I listen every week.
Yeah.
Don't even. But
Jay listens to
let's
this show
bring
every
this
week.
baby home.
That's why he was so good in the weekly segments. Oh, thank you guys so much for listening to Rich Dickman Show. We love it when you do, and really appreciate all 7 3/4 of you. It means the world to me. I don't know about Ray, but it means a lot to me. If you like what we do and you want to support the show, you can tell a friend. Yeah, please tell a friend. Like, word of mouth is just like the best way to advertise, right? And leave a review. All right, it's really easy. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Real easy to do on that iTunes, right? You can click 5 stars or 4 stars, whatever, and you can just type a review. It's like, oh my God, this is great. And this one dude left a review and it says like, Rem is really good at this medium. And another thing he said was, Rem has guided my values. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I know I've been doing this for a really long time, Ray. Like, I've been doing this since 2012. I've been doing it for 8 years. I've been podcasting. I mean, I don't mind the 3-year break I took. That doesn't count. But I've been doing this a while, and I've affected lives and I've changed lives, and it's awesome. But if you like us even more than that, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Extra content every week. Last week we gave you some post show when Spaghetti showed up. And Spaghetti told me I was in an abusive relationship with Chris O.C. So that was great. And bonus clips, bonus shows, and we got to get to Liquor Fueled number 2, Ray. We got to figure that one out. So maybe this weekend or maybe Tuesday we can do Liquor Fueled number 2. Yeah. That would be fun. We could get that one out to you. All right, but we got all the Liquor Fuels, all that stuff's coming to you. So go patreon.com/Rich Dickman for extra Rich Dickman content. And of course, we're online, richdickman.com, and we get all your Rich Dickman needs there. Click the merch tab, baby. Click that merch tab. Get a face mask. All right, get a Rich Dickman t-shirt with Rem's face and Ray's face on it. Cartoon,
So hot.
Rick and Morty style by Randy. That's right. All the other graphics by producer Ryan. We got stickers, and of course, we got essential wear. All right, if you've been essential since March, let the world know it's on there. All right. And by the way, go ahead. If you're on Amazon and you're just looking for some clothes, if you're looking, because you can't, I don't know if you know this, Ray or Jay, like if you go to a store these days to buy clothes, you really can't. There's nothing there. Like my wife just came home like complaining that she couldn't find any clothes for her or the kids because there's fucking nothing in the stores. You have to order everything online.
I haven't bought
It's
clothes.
ridiculous. But if you go to,
I own like 4 shirts,
Yeah.
3 pairs of shorts, and then work clothes. I wear like the same 4 shirts every single week.
all
Jay,
you
we're like
need.
the same. We're like the same. Like I have a uniform I wear for work. Basically, I wear like a gray shirt on Monday, a black shirt on Tuesday, a blue shirt on Wednesday, a red shirt on Thursday, and a green shirt on Friday,
Yeah.
and khaki pants. Like that's fucking what I wear every day.
Yeah.
And you mix it up with the socks.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Get yourselves an Amazon, okay? And in the search bar, type in Rich Dickman. The Eat the Rich shirt is fucking selling like wildfire right now, okay? Because you know what? Everybody's angry.
Well, it's close to my
Everybody's
heart.
angry. They're rioting. They're protesting. We got an election coming up. All right, let everybody know how much you want to eat the rich people. Eat the Rich. Dinner's ready. Get that shirt because it's selling like wildfire. Thank you all, those of you who have bought it and don't even know what the Rich
wildfire in
Dickman show
California.
is. I appreciate it. And of course, you can find us on YouTube. All right, YouTube. If you just search Rich Dickman, we'll come right up. And we got all the episodes on YouTube plus my cooking videos. I got to put a new one out this week. I don't know what I'm going to cook. This is where it gets tough, Ray. Like I don't know what I'm going to cook. Like I just invented something tonight. And I wanted to film it, but I couldn't because the way like coming home and the family and everything worked. And I don't want them in my videos. All right. I want all the sexy ladies just to look at me.
You need all
I
the
just
screen
want
time.
look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely. But check it out. Knife skills. Randy, did you get yourself a good knife yet? Get a good knife, Randy. God damn it! All right, you can check out Not for Human Consumption. All right, it's literally my favorite podcast outside of the Rich Dickman Show. When Tuesday hits, it's the first thing I'm listening to. I love those guys: Matt, Dylan, Dave, and of course Jay. Jay, finally, we've had everybody on the show. They're here. Jay, you were wonderful. Thank you, buddy. Really
you,
appreciate
guys.
it. But notforhumanconsumption.com, NFHCpodcast.com. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Matt. You can get mad at me. Matt, what's up, baby? How you doing? I know Ray said a lot of bullshit about us talking on the phone, but don't listen to him. Okay, like you're my man. I think you're rad. I think you're rad. All right.
Did he call you?
Check
Has he
him out.
called you yet?
No, he has not.
God,
You fucked it up.
damn it.
You fucked up my friendship. You jealous asshole. And I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I do. I fucked off Isaac for 2 weeks, so I'm going to be on Isaac Jackson's podcast tomorrow night. So episode 10, when that comes out, I'll let y'all know. Chimping Out with Isaac Jackson. RichDickmanShow@gmail.com. You can follow executive producer Randy at Sir Zero, but he's not on Sir Zero with an E, but he's not on social media anymore, but he's there. And of course, we are on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. I am at Rem Dickman. You can follow producer Ryan at Ryan TRDS, and my mother at Rem_Mama. And get into our Discord, bit.do/TRDS1. Ray, how do we follow you, buddy?
Happy 40-something anniversary, Mama Rem. If you want to find me at Jules Winfeld, and I know you're trying to wrap up, so let me just filibuster for like 25 minutes. You can find me. Just kidding. You call the Dickman line 860-316-4776. Let's get that bad boy rocking and rolling.
You could be like Randy or Adam from Houston.
Yeah.
We got to have you back, Adam. We're going to do this one again. We just talk about being in prison.
Definitely.
But yes, happy 47th anniversary to Mama and Papa Rem.
That's a lot of years.
God bless. God
Yeah.
damn. That's a fucking lot of years. I'm approaching 15 Ray myself. God damn it. All right. Hey, thanks for listening, Jay. You were wonderful. Appreciate you, buddy. Randy, love you. Ray, you're the best. And of course, all people have a great week. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Oh,
Good shit, fellas. That's
oh
fun.
Jay, you're a good sport. Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you guys?
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
do you guys
bud.
realize how much work it was to make this episode with the internet being down? Like I literally had to. There's like a regional outage or something like that. But fortunately for you guys,
Randy, play the violin.
this is like the best kind of natural disaster type of scenario because one, I have an IT degree, and two, I work in construction. So what I did, went down the street and fucking redid some fiber lines. Yeah, you know what I mean? I had to dig up some trenches.
You did
do
fiber
some
lines yourself?
Yep. All to make
You're
it
down
for
in
the show.
trenches. Ray's out there in the
Mhm.
trenches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, shut the fuck up, because now that you live in the rich part of town, you didn't lose internet. So fuck you. You're lying.
No, that's not true. I don't live in the rich part of town. I literally live in the same neighborhood. It's still the same neighborhood. I've literally
Just
moved
right around the corner.
from low income housing to not low income housing in the same neighborhood.
Right. So yeah, right around the corner, you went from
It's right around the corner.
rent control to $1.5 million home.
Yep, million and a
Yeah, fuck
half.
California.
Yes, that's
Right in the right in Palm
it's-
Springs.
$3.5 million home. 12.5 million. Sorry, 85.5 million. No. Yeah,
God
no,
damn.
it's
You're like Kobe. Just don't fly helicopters.
Into mountains.
if you want to know my birthday, this is what I've said before. He died on my birthday.
At least he got out of 2020. Oh, that was your birthday, Ray?
Yeah, and that's what
Jay,
it's the fucked up thing to say, but I'm a Celtics fan, so it was kind of a birthday present.
God damn.
Just kidding. That's fine.
Best thing that ever happened to you
that's
is
where we cut the
Kobe
episode.
Bryant
No,
laying
it's-
a brick
dude.
up against the mountain.
I know, right? It's terrible.
damn it.
Terrible.
All right, and
Randy's so uncomfortable
on that
right now.
note, I am out, fellas.
thank you, Jay.
I always
Have a good
always
one, buddy.
leave on a
Thanks a
Kobe
lot.
Bryant
Get out
fucking
before
slam.
get out before it gets awkward. Not
Yeah,
after. Not after.
Too soon.